we could be adding a running back. What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. Now, there's a lot of questions surrounding the running back position for the Minnesota Vikings, like, do we re-sign Alexander Mattison? Do we trade Dalvin Cook or let him finish out his contract? What do we do moving forward for the future? Well, one name has officially popped up as a potential candidate that the Vikings could go, I believe, trade for or wait until his current contract is up and then snag him out of free agency next season. However, you never know what happens in the National Football League, so let's dive right into it. Ted Schwerzler, I believe is how you say his name. Probably butchered that. I apologize. He dove through a certain person, a certain running back, that the Vikings could be adding this season. That is Bengals running back Samaje Perine. So what did Ted say? Well, he said, the Vikings have plenty of decisions to make this offseason regarding roster construction. The defense will likely be watching some very notable names leave, and so may the offense. Needing to sort out the running back room, Samaje Perine could be a name that emerges as a replacement. For Minnesota, it seems more and more likely that Dalvin Cook could be on his way out, leaking oil as he ages and producing to the lowest levels of his career in 2022. Cook could be a cap casualty for the Vikings. Looking to offload his salary would free up necessary dollars for other improvements, and Kevin O'Connell has worked with far less at running back while winning. He says Perine put up just shy of 400 yards this season for the Bengals. He played in all 16 games, but made just 2 starts. In both games in which Perine took over for Mixon, the Bengals won. And his 21 carries against the Kansas City Chiefs racked up 106 yards. His usage this season was more than it had ever been in Cincinnati, and he got run, unlike any point his rookie season with Washington. He follows it up with saying, like Cook and other backs O'Connell has utilized in the past, Perine can also catch the ball out of the backfield. His 51 targets in 2022 were a career high, and he turned the 38 receptions into nearly 300 yards with an additional 4 touchdowns. Knowing that the Minnesota offensive game plan will look to remain dynamic next season, there is no reason why that type of production can't work. In pushing out Cook and Alexander Mattison, the Vikings could opt for a more fluid running back situation. Perine has never truly been the lead back, and he could allow Ty Chandler and Kene Nwangwu to, filter in behind him. Okay, although Chandler missed plenty of time last year, a second development season could take shape quickly with a veteran leading the charge. So look, I'd be okay with it. I think Samaje Perine is a dog. Okay, he runs downhill, he runs hard, fast, whatever you want out of him, that is what he's going to do. He's not necessarily a starting running back in this league, but let's say, we wanted to draft a guy like Bijan Robinson from Texas or something like that, or maybe find somebody else. Samaje Perine will be perfect as a number 2 back, okay? And then you also have to look at Kene Nwangwu and Ty Chandler. One of them could eventually become a day 1 starter in this organization or somewhere else. So the Vikings really have some kind of thinking to do. Like, what do we need to do at the running back position? Do we free up that money, let Cook and Alexander Mattison go? Mattison is currently a free agent, so we really wouldn't have to worry about him too much. We just wouldn't bring him back. Dalvin Cook, on the other hand, you'd have to cut him. You'd have to trade him. Most likely, it would be a trade scenario because if you cut him, you still owe him that money or at least the guaranteed portion of his contract. So, hey, this is definitely up in air. It's definitely a rumor. You guys can let me know what you would think of Samaje Perine on this Minnesota Vikings offense. And if you don't know who he is, go look up some highlights. I guarantee you would like him. So, hey, Samaje Perine could be a Viking next season. Let's see what the Vikings do during this whole offseason. It's going to be a spectacular one. We just have to hire a defensive coordinator. So make sure to drop a like, leave a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. It would be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your day, folks, and SKOL Vikes.